And look at the Finebaum Journal-Constitution. 8:58 a.m. on Saturday. We asked Paul Finebaum to write the headline the day before, and wouldn't you know it, Michigan knocks off Wisconsin. And Paul Finebaum, I'm going to give you ultimate credit on this one because this was a tough game going in because Wisconsin was good on the road under Paul Chryst.
Yeah, but I've always been a big believer in Jim Harbaugh since yesterday. That was a huge win, though, because he was starting to feel the heat. People were saying, is he on the hot seat? Never really thought he was, but with the games against Michigan State, Penn State, Ohio State, he could have lost it, but he's back in it.
Clearly back in the playoff conversation. Each every week you take phone calls on your radio program. Monday they tend to be more passionate, so we would like to get you prepared here on Sundays. Here's what we imagine they will sound like come Monday. Let's start in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hey, Paul, I'm just sitting here in the cornfield, watching the wind blow and waiting for the harvest. My Huskers just blew their chance for the first win of the season, and now I'm looking at their schedule. I mean, do you see us even winning one game in the Big Ten this year?
Well, I think ultimately they'll get a win in 2 weeks against Bethune-Cookman.
Oh, that's on the schedule.
But I am going to predict a win against Illinois.
Really?
Scott Frost versus Lovie Smith, the showdown of the year. And Scott Frost will finally get the Big Ten win there. He'll have to deal with Ohio State before then.
There were a lot of people that thought yesterday was the day, and at least for 3.5, at least for 4 quarters, it looked like they should have gotten that first conference win. Not a good day in the Plains. SEC Nation was there yesterday. Let's go to Marion from Auburn.
Paul, the wheels on the Gus bus have fallen off. Now I'm getting ready to go to church, and this Sunday I am bringing my own collection plate. And I ain't stopping until I get $32 million for Gus Malzahn's buyout. Hey, Paul, how much money are you willing to throw in?
Well, that's an interesting question. I don't have that kind of money. Gus Malzahn last November was about to leave. Yep. He was going to Arkansas, and his agent, Jimmy Sexton, who represents Saban and so many others, basically said to the Auburn president, Steve Leith, you want him to go? You want to do what Tennessee just went through and go through 7 or 8 or 9 coaches? Or do you want to pay up? And the president said, you know what, I think I'll pay up. What's the price? He said $49 million. And right now it would cost $32 million to buy him out. It doesn't matter. This season is lost.
Yes.
The fans are disgruntled. That guy right there represented the fan base. I was just there. But Gus Malzahn is not going anywhere.
And that is a tough situation, especially with the height that Auburn had coming into the season. All right, so there was a lot of upsets yesterday, right, Paul? UCF remains unbeaten and optimistic.
Woo-hoo! Good morning from the happiest place on earth, UCF's campus. 18 in a row, Paul. Chaos Saturday doesn't hurt us. We're in playoff contention. Tell me we're in, Paul. If it ain't us, who the heck else could it be?
UCF has not the most delusional, because we have a couple of other for that, but they have some of the most annoying fans I have ever dealt with. UCF is a good program, but you are not elite. You don't go to Memphis and have to come from behind to beat a middling. This isn't the Memphis team of 2 or 3 years ago.
No.
This is an average Memphis team. So you have a great program by your standards in your conference. But come on, enough of this national championship. Alabama would beat you guys by 4, 5, 6 touchdowns easily.
In the first half.
Yeah, I mean, after Tua goes out, maybe it would be a tight game.
Look, they've won 19 in a row again. It's a great story, but the playoff talk.
But enough
UCF,
already. Go to Disney World, have a good day. Put it on Matt's tab.